When you type something into ChatGPT or Claude or any of these AI tools, what do you think is actually happening? Most people think there is some giant search engine running underneath. Like you ask a question, it finds the answer somewhere on the internet and reads it back to you. That's not what's happening. And by the end of this video, you are going to understand what's actually going on. And specifically, I want you to hold on to one question as we go through this. How does something as simple as predicting the next word turn into a system that can explain concepts, write code, or help a doctor summarize patient notes? That question has a really satisfying answer. Let's start with the name. Large language model. 3 words and each one actually tells you something. Language, it was built around text, words, the stuff we read and write. That's the foundation. Model, in the context of AI, a model is just a system that's learned patterns from a lot of data. You give it examples, it finds patterns. It uses those patterns to make prediction. That's it. Not magic, just a pattern finder. And then large. And this is the one people skip past too quickly. Large means two things. One is the data it trained on. We are talking billions of web pages, books, research papers, code, articles, forum threads, basically a huge chunk of everything humans have written. The second thing large refers to is the size of the model itself, which is measured in something called parameters. Think of parameters like dials, millions of tiny dials inside the model. During training, those dials get adjusted over and over until the model gets better and better at its job. Modern LLMs have billions of these dials. So put it all together, a large language model is a pattern finder trained on an enormous amount of human text that got really good at understanding and generating language. That's what the name means. But knowing the name doesn't tell you why it works. So let's get into that. During training, the model is given one task, just one. Predict the next word. That's it. The model sees the capital of France is dot 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 and it has to guess the next word. It guesses, checks how wrong it was, adjusts those dials and moves on to the next sentence. Then the next, on billions of sentences, across thousands of specialized chips. Now I know what you are thinking. Predicting the next word? That sounds incredibly basic. How does that lead to something that can help you debug code or explain the French Revolution? Keep that question in your head because this is where it gets interesting. To do it well, and we are talking well enough to handle billions of different sentences, you can't just memorize things. Memorization breaks the second you see a sentence you have never seen before. And with this much data, almost every sentence is new. So, what does the model actually have to do? It has to understand what the sentence is about. For example, if I write, she opened the fridge and took out the then blank space. To predict that next word well, you need to know that fridge have food in them. You need to know this is a normal thing a person does. You need real knowledge of how the world works because that knowledge is sitting right there inside the language. And this is the key thing. The model learns the world by learning words. Because the words we use to describe the world, they carry the words patterns inside them. So by the time the model has gone through billions and billions of sentences, it's built up this internal picture of how things work, how concepts connect, what causes what makes sense and what doesn't. Not because someone coded that knowledge in, but because it was already there inside the language it trained on. That's the answer to the question I asked earlier. Predicting the next word leads to something that feels like understanding. Because to do it well at scale, you have to absorb the understanding that's already baked into human language. Now, someone always asks this, isn't this just autocomplete? Like the thing on your phone? Yes, technically, at the lowest level, same idea, both predict the next word. But here is where the comparison breaks down. Your phone's autocomplete, learned from your personal typing history, it's basically just figuring out the words you use most often in certain situations. Ask it to explain something. It falls apart immediately. An LLM trained on billions of documents across dozens of languages. And the thing it had to learn to predict well across that much data is completely different. It had to absorb what things actually mean. Think of it this way. Imagine someone who spent their whole life reading every book, every article, every conversation ever written down. They haven't lived most of it, but through all that reading, they have built up this incredibly wide picture of how the world works. That's closer to what you are actually talking to. So, what does all of this actually let you do with it? Well, once a system can process language at that depth, a lot of things follow naturally. It can write code because code is just another kind of language and it's seen millions of examples. It can summarize a long document, it can translate between languages, it can answer questions about medicine or law or history. Though you should check anything important, and I will get to why in a second. And what I find genuinely interesting is that the exact same type of model helping a student understand homework is also being used in hospitals to summarize patient records, in law firms to go through documents, in research labs to process papers. Same technology, just pointed at different problems. The reason it can do all of that is what we already covered. It didn't learn facts in separate buckets, it learned how language works as a whole. So it can move across domains in a way a regular search engine or database just can't. Now, the part I actually think matters most. LLM get things wrong, and they get them wrong confidently. Because the model generates text based on patterns, not by checking a database of verified facts. It can produce an answer that sounds totally authoritative and is completely made up. This is called hallucination, and it happens more than people expect, especially on specific facts, niche topics, or anything recent. Remember those dials we talked about? They were adjusted to make predictions plausible, not necessarily true. Sometimes those line up, sometimes they don't. So, the right way to think about this is treat it like a well read person, not like an encyclopedia. Great for exploring ideas, understanding concepts, drafting things, thinking something through, not something you verify nothing from. Two other things worth knowing. There is a knowledge cutoff. The model stopped training at a certain point, so it doesn't know anything that happened after that. Most models have web search built in, which helps, but it's not universal. And it doesn't think the way you do. There is no real experience behind it, no common sense that came from actually being in the world. It's pattern recognition that got very good, which means it's impressive at certain things and surprisingly bad at others that seems easy. So back to where we started. You open a chatbot, you type something. What's actually happening on the other side? A system trained on billions of documents doing one thing, predicting the next word, but doing it at a scale that forced it to absorb how language works, how concepts connect, how the word is described in the words we use. Not a search engine, not magic. A pattern finder that got good enough at its job that the job turned into something that looks a lot like understanding. The best thing you can do now is just use one of these tools. Try to break it. Ask it something obscure. Ask it to explain something you already know really well and see how it does. You learn way more in 20 minutes of actually using it than from any video. I created a Claude Code course you can check on my channel in case you want to learn. Quick heads up before the next section. The links in the description are affiliate links, which means if you buy through them, I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only link things I have actually gone through. And if you want to go deeper, three things in the description. If you have no technical background and just want to understand the concepts properly, DataCamp's LLM Concepts course. No code, no math, just the ideas built from the ground up. If you want to understand how these models are actually built, Generative AI with large language models on Coursera by deeplearning.ai. Hundreds of thousands of people have done it. And if you are a developer who wants to start building with these, the Intro to LLM course on Udemy, practical up to date, you can finish it in a weekend. Links are in the description. If you understand what is large language model, hit like. It helps other people find it. and subscribe if you want the next one. Thanks for watching. I am Aksa Zafar and on MLTude I teach data science and machine learning in a simple step-by-step way. Practice a little and I will see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to MLTude for more AI and machine learning tutorials.